Ivy, good morning, Ivy. Good morning, girl. Guess what today is, guys? It's Ivy's chance to meet her boyfriend, Aries. That's right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is amazing. I am going to get my day started with the thing I've been waiting on for over a month now, seeing how Aries and Ivy get along. That's right. Another anaconda is going into this enclosure, and fingers crossed they get along and one day maybe have a bunch of babies. What do you say we let my girl meet her boyfriend? Let's go get Aries and have a great day together. And guess what, Aries? That's right, he's been such a good boy for the last month and a half or so, hanging out here at BHB, going through his quarantine. Again, got a complete bill of health check, no little mites or anything that we have to worry about. So now he is ready to go meet his girlfriend. Let's hope they get along. Let's go do this. So I can't tell you how excited I am about this, guys. It's been something that's been on my mind since I got Ivy, thinking one day that we might have a pair. Aries is an absolutely amazing animal, and I'm hoping that he is a good boy. That's right. So listen, Aries, this is the deal. I know this is the first time you've been in with a girl, but it's very important to make sure that you treat her well and be good. Remember that saying, happy wife, happy life. You ready for this, Aries? Let's go ahead and introduce him. And honestly, guys, I think I'm just gonna walk in here right into the enclosure and let him climb up and do whatever he wants to do. Now remember, the only thing that I'm nervous about at all is that how will Ivy actually react, right? She's here right now going, what's going on, Dan? What are you doing? And Aries has got my neck. Aries is just hanging on. So Aries is climbing off now, and I'm going to let him just kind of go do whatever he wants to do. Again, he's got a huge enclosure now. Ivy is over here. I'm not sure she even realizes what's going on yet, but I'm sure that these guys are going to get together at some point today. Now, do I think they're going to breed right away? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, it's not even breeding season. I don't want them to breed. What I want them to do is get used to one another, and then when we get into the fall / early winter, that's typically the breeding season. Again, these guys have live young, so a girl Ivy's size could literally have 20, 30 babies, and when she gets bigger, she can have even more. So in the meantime, I'm going to just let Aries, which disappeared into the back over there, just kind of explore the cage. You know, he's never been in a large enclosure like this, and just like Ivy wasn't before, including this waterfall and water feature, and I can just imagine the time when Aries and Ivy are both in the water. It's going to look so absolutely incredible. But again, they have plenty of space to get away from one another as well. So Ivy, what do you think, girls? You know what's going on yet? I don't think she understands either. She's just like, I don't know. Once she sees Aries, I hope it goes well. Pretty interesting, because when I put Ivy in this enclosure at the very beginning, if you guys remember, she actually climbed up and ended up in this little planting area right here. Aries is doing the same thing, climbing up. I find it interesting because, you know, again, anacondas aren't known for climbing, but for whatever reason, when I put them in this large enclosure, the first thing I think of is to climb. I think it's interesting that he's doing the same thing that Ivy did when she first came into the enclosure. So again, we're going to keep an eye on Aries and Ivy all day long, just seeing what's going on, seeing what's happening. But right now, you can see his head right over here, right at the top of the cage. I'm sure he's thinking like, I have never seen anything like this before. I am so happy when we get to release new animals into huge enclosures. So I'm going to have a great time just watching this little monkey. Been about a half hour watching this guy, and it's so weird because I remember Ivy doing a very similar thing. He crawled all the way up here over all these trees. Now he's on the other side, and again, he's right at the top of the enclosure. I find that very interesting. Like, what is the psyche of an anaconda? I've told you that I've thought that anacondas act different than most animals. Now, don't get me wrong, retics climb, but that's because they're climbing animals. Anacondas really aren't climbing animals, so I wonder what it is. Maybe it's because it's something new and he's smelling the smell of Ivy, and so maybe he's a little intimidated isolated, so he's thinking go up, like up in a tree, up in a cave, get away. It's just interesting to me. And again, Ivy did the same thing when I first put her in here, and obviously there was no smell of any other animal. So I just find it interesting how he's like always going up and trying to go out of the cage that way. So we'll just let him get settled in, and hopefully he comes back down, eventually even makes his way over to the water. Every now and then I just want to run through some of the razor colubrids that we have coming up that Lori has set aside. And I tell you, this is a tangerine albino Honduran milk snake. That is just an absolute ripper. I mean, look at the color on these things. That is just crazy. So again, it's an albino, but it's also polygenically bred to have this amazing thing. And look at it, just biting the heck out of me. What's up, little buddy? Yeah, it can be a little feisty, but it is beautiful. Then there's one of these pastel pink albino hognose snakes. I mean, these things are just so adorable. You guys know I love Western hognose snakes, and the pastel pinks are just kind of near and dear to my heart because we were working with them right from the beginning. I mean, one of the first people that had them, and again, I've told the story before that they weren't genetically that great in the beginning, so it took us like 6 or 7 years of lots of outbreeding to get them as strong as they are today. Now they're just as strong as a normal Western hognose snake. And in typical Cal King fashion here, it's peeing all over me, but this is just a really beautiful white striped desert phase black and white California king snake, and it's just so classic. I mean, you know, this is like something you could find in the wild just like this, no modifications. It's got a little bit more white than normal, but nevertheless you could find something like that, and it's just naturally a beautiful snake. Now this is a modified black and white California king snake. Again, this is the banded phase. I showed you the stripe one. This would be what they would be banded, but this is the high white banded California king snake. So this is generations and generations of breeding the highest white banded animals and eventually producing this really high white banded Cal King. One of the most striking snakes I've ever seen. I love these guys, and I hope in a year or so they'll be up to size and we can actually produce some of them. What's up, you little feisty monkey? Look at this little dude. Unbelievable. Absolutely love him, and he is gorgeous. What's up, buddy? What are you doing? Whoa! Crazy monkey. For the first time, guys, look at, he's coming down. He's checking it out. He's gonna go in the water in a second. Ivy's just sitting there. Holy cow, dude. Oh my God, he's in the water now. He's right by Ivy's head. Oh my God, this was the moment I was waiting for. Oh my gosh, he's touching her now. She doesn't seem to react it at all. She's just like, I wonder what, oh, he seems really interested. Like, what is this? He's probably never smelled another snake before, especially not another female anaconda. Look at it. Oh my gosh. He is loving it, and she doesn't seem to mind at all. She's just sitting there. This, again, is exactly what I was hoping for. He spent the last hour kind of running around the cage, just seeing what was going on, wondering what was happening. Finally now, he's in the water with Ivy. This is absolutely incredible. And look at her. She's smelling underwater. Her tongue is over there. It's so crazy to see her tongue underwater, and it's bending right over towards where she's smelling him. Oh my gosh. This is incredible, guys. This is absolutely wonderful. And they seem to be fine. It doesn't seem to be anything else. Whew! What an adrenaline rush. Whew, I tell you what, that is awesome. And the thing I think that's so amazing is the fact that we're actually seeing right now Aries, the first time he's ever been able to go into a large water basin like this. He's never had that before in his life. It's so cool to see. You could just see the excitement on him. He's just flickering his tongue underwater. He's holding his breath. He's cruising around. He's looking so amazing. This is what I live for. I mean, this is so incredible. This is where anacondas belong, in the water like that. That's why I can't wait to get Verde's new enclosure made too, to see how she reacts like this. This is what I dreamt of for the last month of what was going to happen. And look at it. Oh, completely now. He's completely in the water and submerged. And he's just gonna cruise around. And the thing I really like is although Ivy seems interested, she doesn't seem to be annoyed at all. There doesn't seem to be any aggression or any concern at all. So I'm gonna let these guys get kind of familiar with one another, see what happens. Again, I'm gonna be keeping an eye all day on these guys. How awesome is that? I hope you guys are as excited as I am about this, because look at her. She's literally like nudging them, trying to smell them underwater. This is incredible. This is what I kind of envisioned would happen in the wild if two anacondas came together that had never been together before. Oh, doggy. This has been such a great experience. So much more insane than I ever expected. Look at it. Look at them interact. Wow. This is so freaking awesome. And you notice that there's no real crazy things going on. Like the first thing when a snake is irritated is they'll actually urate. They'll actually urinate, and neither one of them are doing it. Neither one of them are wagging their tails. I don't see any signs of like aggression, like concern, agitation, anything. More curiosity than anything. That's what I was hoping was going to happen. And take a look at this, guys. Literally, Aries is climbing out of the water right now, and Ivy is kind of following along. She wants to go along with it too. So Aries now has explored the entire cage, spent some time in the water, and now he's coming out, and literally Ivy is following. What in the world am I witnessing right now? And just like that, guys, the first introduction is over. Ivy was totally into it. Aries did great. Aries is now out of the water. Ivy is basically retreated back to her spot where she was. They are now separate. So we'll keep an eye on them over the next couple hours, see if anything else happens. But that went better than I could have ever imagined. Now look at Ivy is getting out of the water. What a crazy little dance that we have going on. Aries got out. Now Aries is back in. Ivy is getting out. I mean, I don't know what's going on. This is just unbelievable. I could sit here all day and just watch this. It has been amazing, but I don't know what she's going to do now. I don't know if she's going to stay out of the water or come back, or I don't know what's going to happen. So let's just sit back and keep watching. Lots and lots and lots of baby colubrids that are hatching out for sure. This is a big clutch of, I think, 19 or 20 greenish rat snakes. These guys are born kind of that silver with the saddles and stuff like that. They end up getting kind of striped and more greenish as they get older, hence the name greenish rat snakes. But like I said, baby snakes are coming with a vengeance right now, which means that poor Lori has to set them up, because each one of these babies gets set up into an individual cage. Of course, each cage has to then be cared for, watered, cleaned, fed, all that stuff. So, you know, it's awesome for me. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, there's 19 babies. I'm like, that's awesome. But that means that it's 19 cages that Lori has to set up. And trust me, there is a lot of snakes hatching right now. So excited about this clutch right now. I tell you, there's only 2 eggs. And by the way, look at the difference of the size of the eggs, right? This was an egg and that was an egg from the same animal. And then look at this difference of the size of the babies right there. These are actually albino Arizona mountain king snakes. We had the very first ever albino Arizona mountain king snakes. And I still think that, I'm not sure anyone else is even producing them. I haven't seen anyone else really have them very much. But nevertheless, they are super cool. I love Arizona mountain king snakes. And I love the fact that we have albinos. And I'm hoping someone else is producing them that has bought them from us in the past. Nevertheless, always cool to produce them, and a het to albino, to produce 2 out of 2 albinos, that's pretty epic. So wow, what a journey it was today, seeing Ivy and Aries together for the first time. I tell you what, I loved it. It was such an incredible thing. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you did, here's a playlist of me messing with big animals, big lizards, big snakes like that. I think that you guys will enjoy. Can you do me a favor also? Right up here, you can subscribe to my podcast channel called Checking In. Every Wednesday we do a podcast. Noah does one on Friday. That one is adult friendly. Over on this side, you can subscribe to this vlog channel. Turn your post notifications on, please. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.